por si acaso. En el caso de que haya pérdida de wea. Pero voy a buscarme. Ahí creo que ya sé la razón por la que... Por la que sufro pérdida, weón, y se me da como... A ver, aquí estoy. Se me da como... Ahí está. Hasta ahí. Ya. Creo que ya sé la razón, weón, por la que tengo pérdida, weón, y se me cortan como los 5 últimos minutos, que es porque tengo streaming abierto, weón. O sea, tenía el mío, pues, weón. Nada de eso es por eso. Pero ahora no deberían haber pérdidas, pues, weón. Estoy grabando al mismo tiempo, así que no debería pasar nada. Ahí lo voy a dejar acá. Y de nuevo estoy comiendo unos tallarines de pana, pero estos son sin pescado, sí. ¿Qué guay quedó acá? Creo que la última parte que se cortó, que eran como 2 minutos así. A ver, aquí había quedado en... Ah, que el weón militar, el que está al lado. Es el que está al lado del pendejo chico, ese weón había llamado y yo le dije, ya va weón, voy. Y eso. Y me dijo que venía un weón que así nos tenía re mala y ahí quedó la wea. ¿Por qué nos tenía tanta mala? Y yo qué wea sé, pues weón, todavía no me lo han contado. ¿Qué pasa, conchetumare?
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
The business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction.
Oye, calmate, po.
There you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Empezáis con la hostilidad al tiro, conchetumare.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur.
Bueno, el guatón culiao, pues weón. Si venía a hablar acá no a comer, pues conchetumare.
Bloody Foresters.
My apologies. Please forgive us.
Forgive you? Not likely. You Foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business. Keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said. when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason. It was your man who started it. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
He was defending his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their time.
Claramente es
Where's the
mentira.
fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the war.
Claro que esa analogía que acabáis de hacer está más falsa que la super
Sent him to
chucha.
the wall. Answer me.
Un soldado vale por
Who's
1000
the one who
granjeros.
did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Anda a chuparle el pico al otro culiao, pues weón.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Te apuesto que después me va a decir, oye, retrátate de lo que dijiste. No me retrato, perro culiao. Si total el final es el mismo.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
La weá está de... No, weón, si el... Si un soldado vale por 1000 granjeros, ¿dónde la viste, weón? Y de cómo mierda se van a alimentar esos
Your sister
soldados,
can
weón.
help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Ethan made this for me. Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
En esta hueá no voy a intentar no hacer el trato con Tyrion, weón, a ver qué pasa porque nunca lo he probado, weón. Donde por esta parte se pitean al pendejo culiao ese insoportable.
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Ese weón no es el... No, el 8, el más Rider. El hígado salvaje era más Rider, pues weón, no la otra weón.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our
¿Qué weón? Estoy escuchando la voz de mi mamá, weón. ¿Qué chucha?
Especially now when your
Tengo
family so
esquizofrenia, weón.
desperately needs her help.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady.
Carbón,
I
caserita.
didn't
A
mean
Luca
to
y a mí.
disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Entra, bueno.
No, it's fine.
Aunque no quiero carbón. Échale la weá, hermano. Probablemente unos 5 años más te mueras porque de ahí tenés los pulmones para la cagada,
Beg your
culiao.
pardon, milady, but you alright?
Estoy de pana.
If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
Vos sí que lo viste mi pregunta, weón, no yo.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a cold boy, not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, my lady.
Este weón tiene pinta de ser vasallo del eunuco culiao ese. Este buen gordo. El que le faltaba la tula.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
Ahora voy a confiar en esta weona.
You
A ver
must
acaso me sirve.
understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it. I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
No te la voy a echar de ahí, sí, pues bueno.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Tranquila, me manejo bastante bien.
Good luck.
You can do this.
Puta que se veía bien Cersei con el pelo largo, weón. A algunos les calienta más con el pelo corto, pero a mí no, la verdad.
Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
De que me cae bien Tyrion, weón, sí, pero no voy a poder hablar con él dentro de...
Easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Es la segunda wea que estoy diciendo ahora.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants.
Exactamente.
Which is not very encouraging.
Exactamente lo que está pasando.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Le ayuntaste pero caleta.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard.
Sigue hablando, hermano.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house.
Y si mejor no hago ese trato.
Are you willing to risk that?
No.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It went well.
Really? That's relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. It's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse.
Esta loca es que harto weón en parte, weón.
The right introductions. Who knows?
we might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
No.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Pues si la primera weá que se te ocurre al ser reina es que sería una reina como el pico, po,
Who
weón.
else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
No sé yo.
Do you agree?
No.
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. My mother wanted me to ask a favor of you, for my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near. And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious.
Of course, my lady. I look forward to the day you are queen.
Esa última wea como que no me gustó mucho. Aquí vamos con el mejor personaje del juego. Cha, caballo Julio. Le había puesto hasta nombre el perro Julio y me abandonó. Era un hombre callo, nombre callo, nombre callo. Se llamaba Naruto. ¿Por qué Naruto? No sé, pues bueno. ¿Se han fijado que los caballos tienen como los ojos parecidos a los del modo sabio? Ya por eso.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Andan, pasaba mierda tus ancestros, pues concha tu madre. Esa wea de doler, weón.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
El Julio con sentido agudo, weón. Sentí una rama hacia la chucha.
Hear that?
Negro, onda
I
yo,
know I heard
Smokey.
something.
Mejor me voy a quedar quieto.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Perfectamente pudo haber sido un conejo, una liebre, alguna wea así como. Oye, compadre, ¿estáis bien, weón? Estáis gritando un poco, weón, y ahora estáis callado, pero no, debe estar de pana. Te apuesto que está la raja este culio. ¿Qué le debió haber pasado? Oh, ahí tiene como un poco de sangre, pero nah. Está bien. A ver cómo estáis. Chucha. Está bien, se puede recuperar.
Lord Ethan,
¿Qué pasa, perro?
as I
culiao?
was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
El nombre es culiao penca, pues el otro culiao, el bravo así, recuperó no sé cuánta wea y le hablo de ese, le dicen el bueno nomás.
And courageous in battle. Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move!
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan. Missed.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed. We all fucking know it.
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
Cha.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Sigue hablando, pues, weón.
I'd have punished him myself, but it's for the Lord to decide the proper punishment.
Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee.
Weón, yo en esta weá voy a ser piadoso a mi manera, weón, aunque me vean como el villano, weón.
I've a family to feed. They're not too
Por
cold
eso
to
mismo,
rub
pues,
together
weón.
since Lord Gregor left us to
Porque si
rot.
lo envío al muro, ¿cómo chucha va a cuidar a su familia? En cambio, si le corto 3 dedos, puta la puede seguir cuidando, pues weón. Ahora puede levantar la espada con el pico, pero algo puede hacer, pues.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
Then you admit to the crime, in front of all gathered here.
I am only what this house made me. You cannot expect a man to live on loyalty alone.
You'll address him as Lord.
Este culio que me habla como si fuera su amigo, weón.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their Lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the war.
No. Porque si lo envío al muro sería hasta peor, pues weón. ¿Cómo chucha voy a a su familia desde la concha de su madre, weón? Weón, si yo soy piadoso, pero a mi manera, weón.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It would be an injustice, my lord.
Oh, es algo que nunca ha pasado.
Please, my lord, my family depends on me.
I, Ethan of House Forrester, Lord of Ironrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
Help, please, my lord.
¿Qué te quejáis tanto, culiao? Que son weón, ¿no? De acá, weón. Deberían saber que esta es como... Esta weá es como super piola en realidad, weón. El weón va a poder seguir con su familia aquí. Yo di la sentencia, pues weón. Yo debo ejecutarla, pues weón. No soy nada maraco. Vos callado, hermano, que voy a poder seguir cuidando a tu familia. Ahora con 3 dedos menos, culiao. Toma, conchetumare. Ay, que llorar, culiao, si son 3 dedos, ¿no? Debe oler más que la mierda esa wea. Uno se hace una herida así en la uña, weón, y está llorando medio el día entero.
Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
But Maester, that is what the small council is for.
My lord, you of all people should know that too many voices muddy the message. That is why there is one lord above all. And so there must be one advisor above the rest. There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house.
Entonces te voy a hacer
Your
caso.
sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I understand. I'll do it now.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Que mire como buena onda ahora, conchetumare. Los dos weones se hacen los tontos, ¿no? Tan claro que puedo decir. Y puedo darle la wea a uno de los dos. Puta, Duncan va a estar ocupado con la wea de Garrett, así que no sería buena idea dárselo. Y este weón tiene una pinta de ser un traidor culiao, pero igual sería más útil, pues, weón. Porque el otro culiao va a estar ocupado con la otra wea. Ponte tú que el centinela se va de acá, weón. Ahí sí que sería una elección como la tuya, weón.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, dealing out a harsh punishment, no matter how warranted. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow, at first light.
Uncle, why are you packing? You're not going somewhere, are you?
Your mother
Claramente
asked
está
me to
yendo a
cross
algún
the
lado.
narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
I must be firm. I'm not a boy anymore, and there is too much at stake.
The Lord's work can harden a man. It's true.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house.
En eso tiene razón este
Would
weón.
offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
¿Qué pasa, mierda? ¿Qué pasa, pedazo de ending?
I saw what you did to that man.
¿Qué
The
pasa?
way you punished him.
¿Qué mano? ¿Qué
How
weón?
could you be so cruel?
Siendo cruel, pues mierda.
I'm worried about you. What am I supposed to think?
I did what I had to, and I stand by it.
You talk like it was the only thing to be done. I know you told me you'd have to change, but I suppose I hadn't believed you would.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
También tenéis razón.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Tenéis razón, pero se lo voy a dar a Donka. Que se Donkan al otro weón. Que no Donka.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
How bad is it? How long could we hold the house?
We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores.
¿Dijiste Fortnite?
We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
If that's what's necessary to keep the house safe, then we must.
Aye, a hard choice, but it's what has to be done. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
Puedo hablar con ese weón de nuevo, pero aquí baja. Ya hablé con ese culiao. Voy a ir a hablar con este loco, el de ahí. Con el escudo, exactamente. Con el escudo tenía pensado hablar, weón. Que soy esquizofrénico, weón.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
I'm honored.
Two Brothers, weón, igual es pulento el nombre.
Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one.
Y la idea
Only
tampoco es
Lord
mala.
could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them.
Rules mean nothing if we don't enforce them. It doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You can't steal. That's a rule.
Well, I say he was bad. Bad men killed Father and Roderick. They need someone to hurt them back. Even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men
¿Estás seguro,
who killed
Julio?
Roderick someday, and I'll make sure
Porque en el de
I
Legend
have
of
a real
Zelda y el
sword
trailer
when I
Prince,
do.
weón, con una espada de madera te pide hasta caleta, culiao, weón. Y en Toki, weón, con una espada de madera se corta el acero, weón, así que no... No sé si la weá que estoy diciendo está muy... Es muy verídica, pues, weón. Y un toque no necesitaba usar una katana, weón, para atemorizar a los otros
Sword
culiados.
up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, for thinking. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And you should know that swinging that blade yourself took stones. It was a man's way of justice.
Ya, vamos a ir al consejo. Ya hablamos con esta weón, con este weón no hablaba, pero ya me dijo lo que quería saber, así que con este weón podemos hablar de nuevo, pero para qué. Ah, no tenemos que hablar de nuevo con este weón.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Estoy de pana ya.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at
Perfectamente preparado, hermano.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Deja que hable mierda.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Los dos como que ponen cara de bueno, weón. A mi mamá le voy a dar la weá. Ahí todos los culiados, qué weá, cancha tu madre. Nos cagamos, weón.
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Nos traen en nuestros planes, weón, que pasara eso.
You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Necesitamos conseguir tiempo, así que no es...
You're not the sentinel. I knew this.
Mira, ya me caíste mal, pues, culiao. Pero el otro culiao igual, pues, weón.
The small council, is it not? Lord Ethan should hear from all of us.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Ambos culiados no servían para el papel en realidad, pues, weón.
Man, force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
Sí, demás, pues, weón. El culiao que está ahí desollando culiados vivos va a tenerle miedo a un par de hueones con una ballesta.
A measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Ya, pero eres demasiado complaciente, pues, weón.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough. Maester Ortengrin has swayed me. We will offer the Boltons a share of the ironwood, and we will promise our people to harvest it, thus securing their safety.
As Sentinel, I must warn you. Do this, and you invite ruin upon this house.
If we don't, there may be no House Forrester at all.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
We could offer him the ironwood in the courtyard.
My lord, making this kind of offer outright may simply embolden Ramsay. There could be trouble, and all the house will be there to see it. Meet him in the hall. It will be more private, and he will not have an audience to play against you.
Lord Ethan?
En el salón.
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
Ese culio tiene el medio ahí abajo. Así que es más conveniente.
Steering you wrong.
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house.
No way.
You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do.
En todo caso, el Ramsay culiao no iba a sacar a Ironwood de todas maneras, así que...
Providing a safe future for this house.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles.
Tenía razón, pues.
But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you. I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Milady.
You?
Caserita, ¿quiere una bolsa, Carmen? A Luca y a
Begging
mí.
your pardon, milady.
A Luca y a mí no.
I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can I trust you? There are spies everywhere in King's Landing.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I could be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Sí, ese weón debe ser del weón este que le falta la tula. Che weón, ¿por qué está tan pálido ese Julio?
Where the bloody hell is Duncan?
He should be here.
Ah, fuck him if he's angry. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
Sir Royland, I trust you'll keep a level head.
Of course, my lord. But the bastard of Bolton can't be trusted to do the same.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of
Thank
the
you,
Warden
Lord.
of the...
That's enough.
Me lo insulta así de gratis.
Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
¿Qué wea mira el concha tu madre?
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so?
Doin no lo trae eso, Julio.
Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
No.
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. It seems the Foresters have a talent for something after all.
Lord Ramsay, we have another gift we'd like to offer to you. There are several ironwood groves along the borders of our land, all producing tall, strong trees. We'd like to give them to you in tribute.
To me? That's very kind of you. Thank you. Look at that. More Forester.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North.
No lo veo acá.
Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. And I care even less about a bunch of trees on some far-off hill. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries, ships, shields, chamber pots, I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forrester.
Vos callado, gordo culiao, maricón.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived. Our men are dead. Yours lived. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do.
Y la otra wea también la tomaba como insolencia, así que...
a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
Es que este weón es demasiado weonado, weón. Merecía morir el culiao. Me importa un pico que el culiao sea más cagado de la cabeza que la chucha.
Why not?
Que es demasiado weonado, po.
You know something the Whitehills done? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The White Hills had ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
Es un buen argumento.
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood.
Un cuarto, concha tu madre, y ahí estamos, claro. No está todo.
Half of something is better than the nothing.
Un cuarto, dije culiao.
To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
Whitehill men? Never.
It's already done. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
Cha.
The seven hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Quieres weón, rancy culiao, weón. Sí, a mí lo que me carga de vos, weón, es que eres demasiado weonado, weón. Me importa una raja que se haya cagado la cabeza, pero no podéis ser tan ahueonados por la chucha. Bien merecido que te sacaran la super chucha, weón, por weón.
I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Ya, póneme la cuchilla, concha tu madre. Oh, qué dolor, me estoy muriendo. Ah, concha tu madre. Oh, culo.
But I don't want a bold lord.
Es que eres demasiado weonado, weón.
Far too much trouble.
Quieren, pero a cagar de estúpido, culiao.
Even though you did bend the knee. I think we've come to an understanding. I certainly feel better about all this.
Mandaste a la chucha un recurso culiao útil, pues, weón.
The Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward.
Mire, le da más wea a estos culiados si son terribles weonados.
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him.
Chúpala tu bola, maricón.
Quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Cállate, po, guatón chupapico, weón.
You will not take him!
Ay, me muero.
Ethan?
Ay, me duele. Me recuerdo la wea esta de... ¿Cómo se llama esa wea? La Alicia de esta. Ah, esa wea. Tu historia ha comenzado próximamente en el juego este de Trono.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Chequea tu estadística de línea. A ver, aceptar. Ahí estamos viendo todos los todopoderosos créditos, weón. Por una vez acá este capítulo tengo que cortarlo para poner la traducción del otro, pues, weón. Que no puse el parche de todos los capítulos porque no andaba esa wea. Así que los tengo que poner individual para cada capítulo. Ahora si juntáis los 5 creo que pueden haber errores, así que... Donde se reemplazan textos y wea. Por eso me voy a asegurar. Y voy a descargarlo de nuevo, copiarlo y toda la wea. Ahí que bien. Ah, debería poner en la descripción, weón, la traducción de esta wea, weón. Bueno, que si buscáis por internet la podéis pillar al tiro, pero igual es medio wea. No te demoráis más de 5 minutos, pero igual, pues, son 5 minutos que se pueden ahorrar, pues, weón. Ahí estamos, listo, saltado. Hoy no me salieron las decisiones. Oh, estoy logueado, no me salió la wea. Vamos a jugar este juego entero por si acaso. No voy a dejarlo en el capítulo 1 y después no voy a subir ni una wea más, pues weón. Esta wea está en inglés ya porque no lo he traducido. O mejor dicho, no lo he aplicado el parche. Ojalá que se haya visto bien y todo, y en el caso que no se haya visto bien, puta, tengo la grabación ahí, pues weón. Muchas gracias a todos los que estuvieron, weón. Y voy a terminar esta weá. Probablemente después de esto haga el directo de Fallout 4. Que sea Fallout 4, weón. De Fallout New Vegas. Sí, tengo tiempo todavía para hacerlo. Como una horita voy a hacer de Fallout New Vegas. Terminar emisión.